Hey guys, it's Super Smash Productions here. Today we are doing a plush collection, not just all my characters, but just the Plants vs Zombies characters. Because, well, I mean, they're my largest themed collection, I think. I mean, my FNAF collection is kind of big. But we're just doing Plants vs Zombies today since I have a good amount to have a plush collection. So, we're obviously going to start off with the Pea Shooter. Now, obviously, these characters are based off of Garden Warfare, because, I mean, the originals already exist. Now, I would buy the originals, but I have no idea where to find them. But I would still buy them. So, this is the Pea Shooter. He has pipe cleaners in his arm to keep it up. He's got, like, this thing where his peas are. It's where he loads his ammo. And, obviously, this is where he shoots his piece. And he has eyebrows. It's very different. It's very similar to the repeater. And he has two leaves instead of just one. And that, I don't know what that is. And his leaves, of course. Now, the lighter color was a mistake. It was actually supposed to be darker. So that was upset. But I'm not going to change it. He looks pretty cool. I'm not going to change him. Especially his leaves. Like, the leaves are high quality. Move over here so he can stand up better. Next up, my favorite character in Plants vs. Zombies, Chomper, who has a problem with this front horn, or spike, or whatever it is. So yeah, Chomper is my favorite plant because of the fact that he looks so cool and he's tall. He's basically a hard plant to avoid because you can't tell when he's burrowing in the Garden Warfare. And also, I mean, sometimes I feel like PopCap comes up with the idea that this guy has great damage, but yet it always comes out as something sucky. I feel like that's happened throughout all the Plants vs Zombies games. Like, there's like these good damage, but there's always something sucky coming out of it. Like the pea shooter, his damage, it's good, but his health is low. And there's Chomper. Now let's move on to Sunflower, who is really cute, I have to admit. I was going to embroider with the embroidering thread for the mouth, but it still looks good enough. And so the eyes were supposed to be a little bit bigger, but it's okay. She's cute anyways. Her head was hard though. It was supposed to be like all yellow back here, but I forgot to do that. And just how leafy her back is. Very leafy, I have to admit. So yeah, I made the characters from Garden Warfare, not the original game. So I just like Garden Warfare better, no offense. But I have the original on my phone, and she's kind of the same, sort of. Now for Cactus, who doesn't really look as accurate, but I still like her, cause well, I mean, no, I know the color is a little bit lighter. She has no spikes, but other than that, she actually looks really cool. I like her eyes, the the um, the just the eyes that make her look angry, but she's not. And also the fact that there's not a whole lot that resembles her as a girl. I think it's just the fact that the gender doesn't really matter. I mean, look at the mushroom. I forgot the mushroom's name. Nightcap from Battle for Neighborville. I mean, that looks like a boy. Anyway, so we got the radish drone who got blood on her and it's stained, so now I can't get that off. But there's a little bit of mistakes with this one because the leaves won't stay straight. They were supposed to stay straight because that's what a pipe cleaner is supposed to do. But then I realized that they never stay straight. They'll always bend. But like that, it looks good. And the mouth or pee hole is just really big. It was supposed to be smaller. I was literally looking at an image while I was making this, but it's okay. I still like it, and the eye is magnificent. I love the eye, especially the eyelash. It looks good. I'll put her over here next to Pea Shooter. And next up for the plant side is this thing. Now, if you're probably wondering why I have a smaller Chomper puppet. Well, it's because the first attempt was this was my first attempt to make a Chomper puppet. It was too small for my hand, and it was kind of funky looking. Like when you close the mouth, this just all shows. So like this could be used for like a toddler or something. Oh wait, hang on. I had to go get my other puppet. Here's the Chomper puppet that I love. I still love that one, but Once again, it looks funky. So yeah, that's the Chomper puppet. He is like I only make my favorite characters from each of the games into puppets. So yeah, that's the Chomper puppet who's really accurate. I think. I don't know. He has cardboard in there, and yeah, it keeps the mouth straight. And the horns, the first two horns are sewn. The other ones are just pieces of material cut into the shape. And I have an arm sleeve, so my hand doesn't show while I'm doing it. And just the whole body is just the same except the head. So yeah, that's the Chomper puppet. Now for the Mega Flower, who's no longer a character, because as you guys who've watched my series, she died in the Mega Flower ambush part 2. So this little spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. So yeah, this is the Mega Flower. She's probably one of my least favorites because of the fact that how wonky her head looks. She doesn't look as similar to the sunflowers, probably because like this is too flat and not big enough. But I still like her. She is somewhat accurate. I added this because in the game you shoot the vines or the root, whatever that was, and then that's what happened. Okay, so next we have the squash. I was about to say spooky squash, but I'm used to saying spooky squash. So this is one of my favorite customs. There's no real reason why I made him. I just wanted to make him because he looked fun to make. And I embroidered the mouth completely. His eyes are painted, at least the black part. And the same thing I did with Dr. Zomboss. I added like a little brow right here to let you know, because you could still see his emotion. And now for Garden Warfare 2, I only have one character from Garden Warfare 2, which is Colonel Corn. I made Colonel Corn because he's my favorite character, my favorite plant from Garden Warfare 2. So he's been in a couple episodes. He's just been a cameo or something. I don't know. I'm putting him right here. So yeah, he is pretty tall, and eventually I'm gonna make Rose and Citron. So now for the zombies, we have the soldier. The soldier is one of my favorites. He started off kind of wonky as well, but ended up looking great. I love his ZPG, and his helmet always goes up, and it just reveals how weird his head looks. And his gun is made out of pipe cleaners. It's as close as I'll ever get to him having a gun instead of making it out of foam and stuff. And his shoe is a little weird. It wasn't supposed to look like this. But hey, it's a plush. You can't make everything look as accurate. Now for the All-Star who does not have his gun because, well, the gun I use at Adrian's house whenever we do make a video. So yeah, he is one of my favorites too because of how good the helmet looks. That's supposed to be 2 bones. I was going to add the face right here, but I already did, and not really a whole lot of improvement going in there. But I still love his body. Because all this, the red, the white, and this other red down here was all sewn in one piece. It wasn't hard putting it inside out. And it was like a little tiny hole, and this is where it was to fit all this. And eventually I got it on. I got it inside out. Arms were put on, feet, this whatever this is, and then his head, and whatever that is. And so yeah, that's the all-star. Next we have the engineer who got refurbished a little. He has somewhat bigger teeth and a better vest and a better cement thing, and he has buttons. So yeah, he also has a better boot than the foot soldier. He also has he started off looking bad. Originally, I was gonna add his mustache or beard and his sideburns then go down, but that was gonna be hard. Oh yeah, I also want to see a little something. His hair is basically nothing. It's just two sides like that. So yeah, that's the engineer. He's a good looking plushie element. And then here is the scientist, who is another one of my favorites because of how good it looks. And he just feels like he's out of stuffing most of the time. Is still cool, I have to admit. So he'll go right there. He has his goo blaster with his goo gun and his tie. Oh wait, hang on a second. Sorry about that. I had to get Dr. Zamos because I forgot about him. So Dr. Zamos is definitely everyone's favorite because I've shown him to people. They all like him. I don't know what I did to him to make him look good, but look that good. But apparently people like him. So yeah, Dr. Zamos is one of my favorites as well. He basically was kind of tricky because he almost has a similar system as the scientist, but not really. But Dr. Zamas was really fun to make, I have to admit. I made him because, well, he's the main villain in Plants vs. Zombies. Why wouldn't you make him? And I'm almost done. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen all of these. At least, I think, at least all of them. Well, except for that one, but I still have one more plushie in the making. It's not complete, but it is definitely going to be a really cool plushie when it's done. I think you probably already know what it is, but here we go. In 3, 2, 1, boom. The Zombot is being in the works and the making. So the Zombot is definitely one of my favorites because it is going to be the biggest plushie I've ever made. His teeth were small and they were spread out. It was inaccurate, so I made them bigger and closer together. The eyes are personally my favorite part of him because they're just balls of balls of uh just a ball of yellow material. Now it's not now um I could add more stuff to him, like more detail. I don't know. But I I'm kind of upset because I thought I was the first one to make a Zombot, but apparently not because there's this other guy. I don't know his YouTube channel name. It's a really cool plushie. It's actually really big. Trust me, because I've seen a comparison, and at least the plushie this at least the plushie around this size, and it was like a custom plush, and then he put it inside the head that was literally about this big, and just imagine of how big that is. It almost standing up to at least the doorknob to a door. And mine is definitely not going to be that big. But I mean, it was really cool to look at. I not challenging him unless you think that, but what I'm saying is that I just think mine is better because the head looks better, and I know he added the compartment where Dr. Zamas goes, which I completely forgot to do. So he kind of did better than me, and his is way bigger, and I'm not complete yet. But hey, we're not challenging people. We're just giving our own opinions on things. So yeah, There's our Plants vs Zombies collection. So yeah, I personally love these guys. They're honestly put me in a good mood. They're just so colorful all together. It's just one color is missing. What color is that? Just the big whop of purple is missing. Oh wait, no, never mind. Chomper has that. Well, just a big whop of one color is missing. I don't know what. I think all the colors are here. I don't know. I think beige is missing. But anyway, so yeah, eventually I'm gonna make all the characters from Garden Warfare. So eventually you're gonna see the Rose, Citron, Super Brains, Captain Deadpear, the Z-Mech. I mean the Imp. I'm probably not gonna make the Z-Mech because it's gonna be hard to make, unless I just make it out of foam and something. And also for I'm also gonna make Battle for Neighborville characters, but that won't be until season 4. Season 3 is gonna be about the Trials of Nomis because I want to make something like that because I've had the whole idea in mind. I have a whole story already ahead. There's gonna be a big old boss on the good side, and it's also gonna be where the zombies team up, Plants and Zombies team up, and but yeah, their troop will end in Battle for Neighborville. But hey, it's okay. I love these guys. They're my favorite customs. Besides, well, my my Shadow Bonnie plush, cause it looks just like a Funko plush, and I sold it just like a Funko plush. If you want a tutorial, I could, but at the same time, it would take like a long time. But if you want a tutorial, just post in the comments. I'll tell you how to make a Funko plush, or at least not a Funko plush, but just the FNAF plush period, because in the game that's how these guys look. Also, mine looks more stubbier, so I think I did better than Funko. So yeah, that's uh that's the plush collection. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. And also all YouTubers who are not monetized, I'm praying for you to keep your channel, because on December 1st there's gonna be a little situation, and I'm not monetized either. So I'm hoping that this doesn't change, because I honestly love making videos for you guys. I'm not doing it for the money, but I'm just doing this because it's fun to do. I'm not trying to get money at all, and I just want to do this for you guys. It's fun to do, and if I can't continue doing that, then I don't know if I'll continue making plushies anymore. But at least I'll still have in contact with my friends, but only on like certain apps like TikTok and stuff. But anyways, that's the plush collection. More than just talking about a plush collection. So anyways, goodbye guys, and see you later.